the ground. It's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They keep it with Penny on first down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
The first down carry for Davis. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Hurts sets up to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. And I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball, and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
They'll run here with Mason. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The kick by Elliott is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Williams, the man in motion left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Inside give to Elliott, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Robinson getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Robinson flushed out right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
But Charles, you look at this offense, they're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, a #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Robinson being chased out left. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 52.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
17's Mike 17. I got it.
Operating from the gun, Robinson forced out to his left. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole
thing.
I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch the team. Watch the team.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A first down carry by Elliott.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Robinson rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Off play action. Robinson eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gano's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete. and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He was probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
Able to slither by. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Penny, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They'll run it again with Penny, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This is Smith with a grab. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here's Sermon.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Trey Sermon
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Robinson now throwing to start the drive. And this one's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
To throw is Robinson. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Check girls, check girls, check girls. 17's Mike, Mike 17. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 17, Mike 17. I got you. 3.
And they'll send Williams in motion right.
Mike 17. Rip right, rip right. 17's Mike, Mike 17. You can't block me. Top low 18. You can't block me. Mike 17.
Now Robinson on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. They still can't get it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Go street. Mike 17. We ain't giving up nothing. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. That's the curl, that's the curl, that's the curl. Mike 17.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Campbell. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here's Robinson throwing on first down. It's complete to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their... He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Robinson on first down. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off the play fake. Robinson steps away. That ball caught by Campbell. Then he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6 from the 10.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point try good by Gano, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now they run. It's Mason. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. To throw again on second down. Hurts, flush to his right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. In motion left goes Smith. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that's going to tie us at 13. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 17. You don't want nothing, baby. You don't want nothing.
Williams, the man in motion left.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Robinson escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded just inside the 20.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards.
And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 38, Hurts. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 62 yards.
And the Eagles strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Buying time to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw. Robinson dancing to his left. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Looking to throw. Robinson being chased out left.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw again.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Right back to his running back, Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left.
And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Robinson now. Off play action.
Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football,
They got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The drive begins with Mason. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Stay with your man. Kill. Win. Check 24. That's 24. Mike's got 9.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Swift going to try up the middle. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride.